My name is Bobby. I like to party. And if you don't believe me, watch me shake my body.
Bobby!
Dad!
Hello friends and welcome to my commentary corner. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back because I love having you in my corner. I'm gonna try something a little different. Hopefully it's not too cringy. Again, I'm trying to be creative, so there's that. He's so cute. There's the cutest little dog. He looks like a little nugget. Okay, sorry, got distracted by the cute dog. So hopefully this isn't cringy. If you guys like it, awesome, I can do more of this. If you don't, yeah, maybe we won't do it again. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, I wanted to talk about Bobby Hill, but make it just more fun and engaging. I feel like Bobby on the surface kind of seems like that weird kid in Arlen, Texas who just doesn't necessarily fit in. But I wanted to take a closer look and grade him on some of his personality traits and just see where he lands on his report card. I don't know, he's a kid, he was a kid and he was in school. We're going with that. Anyways, hopefully you like this video and let's jump into it. Okay, so there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, so there are going to be 6 different traits, I guess, that we're going to be grading him on. And so these are going to be the subjects to grade. Those subjects are emotional intelligence, confidence, making Hank uncomfortable, comedy, athletic ability, and authenticity. And we will be grading on an A to F scale, letter grades, no numbers. We're not doing all that. Starting off with emotional intelligence. I think that Bobby is pretty good at understanding people emotionally. I think he has a pretty high EQ. I think he's good at reading the room. I think that he adapts well to social situations, and I would rate his emotional intelligence pretty high.
Connie, you must be so tired of having to follow the rules all the time. But I know why you do it. You want your father to love you like the son he really wanted. But you can only be who you are.
So therefore, I'm going to give him an A. I would also say, too, I forgot to mention that he's comfortable in his emotions. He's comfortable showing his emotions, being vulnerable in them, and I think that that also is a sign of a higher emotional intelligence. So we'll stick with that A grade. Okay, moving on into confidence. I think that Bobby is very, very confident. I think, is the poster child of confidence, honestly, and that confidence is key. I think he loves being the center of attention. I think he handles himself well in social situations and in front of crowds. I think he likes it and likes being there.
If you look closely at the chine button of the 13th rib, you will see it has begun to ossify. Again, hard bone.
And so, I don't know, I feel like there's not a ton to say about that. He's just obviously very confident in who he is in pretty much every aspect. So I'm going to give him an A+ in his confidence. Moving on into making Hank uncomfortable. He's a pro at this, mainly because he just is who he is, and Hank doesn't understand that.
Bobby, I can't have you disco dancing in the alley. People are gonna think we didn't teach you shame. What is this garbage?
It's Pimp Franklin, and he does need your respect, Dad.
He does not fit the norms of just that traditional masculinity. He is a very emotional boy who doesn't really like sports. He instead gravitates towards like the arts and creativity and not afraid to be in touch with his softer side. And that is a foreign idea to Hank as far as like men go. So he makes him very uncomfortable, and I also think that he deserves an A+ in that category. The next category being comedy, comic relief, whatever. I think Bobby is so witty, so effortlessly funny. He's just always got a good joke or comeback or whatever. I think it just naturally comes to him, and so much so he wanted to be a clown, if you remember that episode.
So I see you're all ready for your clown class. Now, Bobby, go in there and give everything you've got.
Because he just loves comedy so much, and I kind of hate that Hank tried to get that out of him. It's like, well, he just wants to entertain people and he likes being funny. He's always gravitated towards stand-up and all of that. So yeah, I think he's pretty funny, but is he the most funny? I don't know. I feel like I don't think he has hits and misses. I don't know. I think I'm gonna give him a solid B+ in comedy. You may disagree with that, and that's totally fine. That's just kind of what I'm feeling at the moment, But he is very funny. Don't get me wrong. Moving on into the next category, athletic ability. This one's going to be kind of obvious, but of course guys, if you've seen Bobby Hill, you know that he's a chunkier kid. He's little, or as they would say, you know, back in the day, husky. He even was in the competition for like husky boys or whatever and became like a model for that to Hank's disappointment. But he's a big boy, and I don't think he has any problem being that way. I think Bobby is completely comfortable in his body. I think he's tried to play some sports and hasn't been terribly good at it, because like I know that athleticism isn't necessarily like directly connected with like you being fit, because like you could be a fit person and not be athletic, and then vice versa. Like you could be an athletic person but not be fit, but there's just still some of that raw talent that you'll have even as like a bigger person. So there's a goose coming up. So but I feel like he's a big boy, but he also doesn't have that athletic ability. So there's that.
Only 2.5 miles to go.
I'm chafing.
Great effort, runner.
I hope this goose don't bother me. So we'll try and wrap this up fairly quickly. But, oh, don't look at me. Just go somewhere else, please. Oh, they're coming this way. Can you leave me alone? I think they're just gonna go around and eat, but I don't know, man. It's funny, I saw the other day this video of this woman, this like aggressive goose that was like going after her and flying after her. And she was so calm. She was just like hitting it away and like just like chill. I'm like, I need to be like that. Because ultimately, like, what you gonna do? I could grab you by the neck if I wanted to. Don't call PETA. I mean, I'm not gonna do nothing to you if you don't do nothing to me. But if you come at me, we gonna have to tussle. Athletic ability, I don't believe I gave it a rating or a grade. We're gonna give him an F. I'm so sorry, Bobby. I had to do it. It's just not your strength, but that's okay. We can't all be gifted in everything. And then finally, authenticity. Bobby is probably one of the most authentic people that I've seen on TV, you know, especially just as a young boy. He is just genuine to who he is and his nature, and I love that. He's just never been afraid to show who he is in any area of his life.
My name is Bobby. I like to party. And if you don't believe me, watch me shake my body.
Bobby!
Dad!
That mirror is for practicing.
I think Bobby is exactly who he is. He knows who that is, and he loves being it, you know, even if his dad is kind of ashamed of it, you know, at times. Hold on, there's a whole entourage coming through here. Those are the downsides of filming outside, y'all. I love it, but of course there's all kinds of noises and distractions and but you know what? It's okay. We're out here, we're doing the darn thing. But again, with that one, you know, I don't know if there's a ton to say about it, but it's just obvious. Like, Bobby doesn't really seem to struggle with who he is as a person or disliking it, you know, or even just displaying it. I think he likes who he is and is confident in that. And so we give him an A+. And for the final grade, the accumulation of it all, overall report card grade, I think we're gonna give Bobby an A. I don't know how it's all supposed to like average out. I don't know. We're just gonna say A. It don't matter if it's A+. That's all. He's still, A is a great grade. Star student. We love Bobby Hill. He's hands down probably my favorite character on King of the Hill, and for good reason. He's just a well-made character, and I've really enjoyed, I've finally made it to the reboot, and I've really, really enjoyed seeing him as an adult, and he has not lost just that sweet nature. So I love getting to see that, and I'm excited to honestly do my rewatch of it. But anyways, if you guys liked this, please hit that like button, and if you didn't, just, you know, like, just kind of think that to yourself, and please don't hit the dislike button. But no, I mean, honestly, do what you need to do. But I do genuinely hope that you liked this video. If you have any other, I don't know, creative ideas for me, put that down in the comments below. Anything you'd like to hear me talk about, hit that subscribe button so that you can get the alerts for my videos and so that you can see this face a whole lot more. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye.